and you signed a deal to go play with the Zamboanga Valetes team in the ABL, your return, and you go straight to the airport, look at your passport, and they take you straight from the airport, you go straight to prison. And you're and you're in prison, bro. And you're just like, and your mind is blown. Like, how the fuck did I get here? Why am I here? How am I here?
What are you thinking? Yeah. What are you thinking? Yeah. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah. What are you thinking? Hey. What are you thinking? Hey. If you wanna know my thoughts, open your ears when I talk. Yeah.
Jerry, I see you tuned in. You tuned in early. What you doing, man? It's early for you. You're supposed to be asleep. Hey, Vo, what up, bro?
My boy, what's good?
What's good? Turn your camera to the side for me, if you can. All the way, it's upside down. Yes, sir. My boy, what up, man?
I can't call it, man. Just getting this little treatment in right now, bro.
Oh, man. How the dog? I'm sick for you, man.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game?
Part of the game.
We're going to get into it. We're going to dive deep into it. We're just going to get it cracking, man. First, welcome to the Arnold Stars Podcast. I am your boy, Arnold Lewis, man. You know where we talk overseas basketball every single day. We try to get our mind right, mindset, and just the whole lifestyle of us overseas basketball players. I got my boy on right now. My boy just went through some craziness right now. You're going through some craziness. I had to get you on to talk about it. First, go ahead and introduce yourself, bro. Tell the people who you is, where you from, all that good stuff.
Avery Scharer from Seattle, Washington. Been playing pro basketball since 2013, 12, 13. Played in China, played in Malaysia, played in Thailand, played in Indonesia, played all over Southeast Asia.
Right.
Pretty much. From the top of the accolades on out. I mean, I didn't done it all.
Give us a few. Give us a few of those accolades.
And player of the year, importer of the year, defensive player of the year, championships, finals MVPs, going maybe close to 100 triple doubles.
Ooh.
I mean, breaking records. I mean, but at the end of the day, all that glory go to God. So.
Love that. I love that, man. You and these triple doubles, I don't know how you be doing it. I don't understand how you be getting these crazy triple doubles all the time. I have never in my career got a triple double. Ever.
No, that shit is hard. I mean, you're really exhausting your body, really, at the end of the day, like trying to do everything. But I just feel like if I can impact the game in every facet, it does to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you, for context, for those who don't know, you broke your leg, your foot. What part of your foot did you break? Like, how did that happen? Kind of break it down a little bit about what happened. Because I seen the post, and I was like, wow. I didn't know if that was like a sprained ankle. Then I seen it broke. I said, I got to talk to him ASAP, see what's going on.
It was a mid-bounce play. I made a little move, caught the ball. I went up on two defenders. The dude blocked it from behind. I went to go grab it again. When I grabbed, it came down. There was, 4 or 5 guys in there, and I just came down on somebody's foot, slid off his foot after rolling on his foot, rolled it on the ground. And all I felt was my ankle touching the foot. And I felt a little, little snap like a pop.
And that was it.
So after that, that was it. I kind of like, this is the first quarter. This is like the first 5 minutes into the game. And so, I hold it, I limp off to the side. I'm in agonizing pain. And I just think to myself, like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So I kept on. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior.
Mm.
I'm a warrior. Tell him, come here. Tape it up. Like, just take up the sock. No, don't take up the sock. Tape it up over the sock. Tape it up. Come on, hurry up. I keep on telling myself over. You're a warrior. You're a dog. You're a warrior. And I check myself back into the game.
Right. I saw that. So it's like you broke it first quarter, and you still finished the game with a broken foot. That's
Yep.
different. That's different, bro. That's
Over
different.
it's over. That's when like all the adrenaline came down. My body started to just calm down. That's when I started feeling the pain like
Oof.
crazy. I was limp all over the court, doing whatever I was doing. I still feel like I could give my team a chance to win. I'm like, I'm playing, fuck it. But as soon as that game was over and I was on the bus ride home, I'm like, yo, take me to the hospital right now. Like, this pain is crazy.
So what did y'all end up winning the game? How did the game end up turning out? Did y'all win? Did y'all not get it pulled through?
We kept it close all the way to like the last 2-3 minutes of the game. They made a few little plays. We missed a few shots, and we played the fouling game.
It,
Losing by like 9, 8
if,
or 9.
if you was healthy, you knew would y'all have beat them? Like if you was full, you feel like y'all
100%. Because I was still doing my thing. I was still affecting. I was still getting rebounds. I was still scoring. I was still, affecting it in a positive way. So I'm like, if I'm out here on one leg,
mm-hmm.
imagine what I could do with 2 legs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So
So can you take us through like the journey of the season you were having before this injury happened? Like before all this, kind of take us through the season, like how it was going. How was the season going before all this?
I'm on a new team. This team didn't win no games like the won like 2 games last 2 years. So we're in 3rd place at the time, playing really good basketball. I'm coming off 4 straight triple doubles.
Mm.
So I'm in a nice little groove. And at the time, I'm telling myself like, all right, I'm just now starting to feel like myself. Like, all right, I'm starting to feel like me a little bit more. Like, like as people start to playoffs start to come, people start to get little injuries here and there. Their conditioning and stuff starts to go down, and for some reason, like my shit just elevates.
Right,
Always,
right.
start feeling like the real me. So I'm like, all right, I'm starting to feel like me. I'm not getting tired as much in the game. I'm like, I'm playing 40.
Yeah.
I'm playing all minutes. I'm never again. So I'm playing 40. I'm like, all right, I get my wind, my legs, everything is starting to come together. I'm putting in extra work on the side. It's 7 days a week, no days off. We play the weekends, so that's Saturday, Sunday. But Monday through Friday, I'm waking up, I'm going straight to the gym, and I'm going crazy. And so I'm just starting to feel like me, man. And 3rd place, I'm in a nice groove, 4 doubles, and then boom, that shit happens. So
Dang. So take us a little bit about some of your, like you say you did a lot Monday through Friday, 2 games on the weekend. What was some of the workouts? What kind of did you do to prepare yourself to when it gets to like the playoff time? I feel like I'm the same. We're those people. When playoffs come, the intensity rises, and that's when we really shine because we love the competition when it's at its best. When you're at your best, when the pressure is more on, it's like players like you perform at a different level. And like you said, you start feeling like that's you. You know, what did you
100%.
do? What
Like
was some of the things you do to prepare for that? Because that comes with a lot of preparation before, you know. So what are some of the things you
100%.
do? What are some of the things that you do?
I'm doing a lot of body work. I'm doing a lot of leg work, Bulgarian squats. I'm doing a lot of upper body. I'm doing a lot of core work.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of core work. People get it twisted. Everything starts from here and it either goes up or goes down.
Mm.
And so if the core is nice, if the hips are good, I'm working on
Hips.
things like that. ISO work each leg, stabilizing your ISO work. Those are the things that I'm working on every day. And then on top of doing the reverse treadmill, the backwards walk
I
on the
do that every day.
treadmill.
I start off every day in the gym with that. That reverse treadmill. I start off every day with that.
They don't know about those things though.
Mm-hmm.
Those little things that really add up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a lot of ISO work. I'm doing a lot of things. prepare myself to play 40 minutes, at a high level. And I always feel like when the lights are the brightest, I play the best, really. There's different levels you can get to. Right now, I'm playing at this level. But really, when the lights get brighter,
The
I can take it up
brightest.
to another level. You know what I'm saying? I can really take it up. And so that's just what I gear for.
Right. So, has this ever been like you ever had one of these injuries like this before, like as a broken? I thank God I don't know where some wood at, but I ain't never broke nothing. Have you ever broke something before? This episode of Arnold Stars Podcast was brought to you by Bold Claims Apparel. Bold Claims. It's not just a statement, it's a lifestyle. Make sure you check the link in the bio and shop all of our latest apparel today. Back to the episode.
I mean, I broke this same in college.
Same foot?
And the story is really like I'm really playing on two broken ankles, but I ain't never told nobody.
Wow.
Um,
Please explain.
yeah, yeah. I broke my right ankle um, a little bit ago, and when I finally went to the doctor, they told me I got the same injury that ended Yao Ming's career.
What is
And
that?
so
What injury is
it's
that?
like I have a broken like metacarpal bone that's so deep in the middle of my foot that it's like to get to it, they got to do like some extensive surgery. And it's like a 50-50 surgery that would like, it could go great and you could be healed, or it could go bad and you could shatter your whole foot and that's it forever. And so for the last 3 years, I get these cortisone shots in my ankle. I have to get through an x-ray and through a ultrasound machine. So they have to look on the machine as they're putting it in to like pinpoint
The
and,
right spot.
and put it in there. And so that's what I've been dealing with the right ankle. I broke my left ankle in college, never got it healed. I just played on it, and developed 9 bone spurs. And so really I've been playing on 2 broken ankles for the last, 7-8 years. I just ain't told nobody. And really when I get on the court, it's just all God, really.
Mm-hmm.
I don't explain. It's really just God giving me all the strength and I just play. And that's it. And then after the game, I might be limping for, 2 days, 3 days. But it's really all God given, bro.
So you going through all that, these injuries, playing on these injuries. What gives you that grind? Like I'm gonna push through this and play on 2 broken feet, 2 broken ankles. What makes you want to do that? Like you can easily just say, you know what, I've done enough for the game. I can just go home and retire and go be with your 2 sons, who I be seeing you train and be with them. Because the older we get in the game, them kids start growing up. You want to spend more time with them. You know.
100. And every time and go overseas, that's the biggest question in my mind every time. Is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it to leave my children? Is it worth it to leave my children and go live out my dream, right?
Right.
And I also understand that our basketball life is like very short in a matter of like a full
Lifetime.
78 years of life. We got a short window to play basketball. We got a long life to live, and so once it's over, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I know, when you're playing overseas basketball, it's cutthroat. They like you today, they cut you tomorrow. You could be averaging 30 and 12 today, and they already looking on Facebook and YouTube for the next dude to replace you. You ain't lost the game. You doing your thing, and they just got the itch. Like, relax. So it's a cutthroat business, and I understand that. And so I know that every single game I have to perform at a high level.
Right.
So that means my preparation got to be crazy. My film work got to be crazy. I stay up till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning just watching film of anybody you can name, from Kobe to Isaiah Thomas to Magic Johnson to Jason Kidd to you name a player. I didn't study him. Jamal Crawford, I'm studying him to the T.
Right.
So
So you put all that. How is that like translated? Because I believe the same thing. Like when I was trying to I said I want to be a better defender. I would stay up, or every day I'd watch like a defensive video, just to keep my mind on defensive techniques and defensive schemes. And I think a lot of guys miss out on that part, the film part of what it is that you want to
100%.
do on the court. What specific thing are you working on? If you constantly watch that and go look at greats or people who's been achieving that at a high level, you can take that and add that upon your game. And how long you've been playing now? How many years have you been playing? I know it's been a minute.
Yeah, it'll be my 10th season, bro.
Dang, at year 10. At year 10, bro. I don't know what it is about that 10-year mark.
And what's so crazy is my year 10 was supposed to be different. I signed that deal to play in the ABL and wound up going from the airport straight to a immigration prison for 4.5 months, bro.
What?
So
Time out. Wait. You went from signing to, you say, immigration prison?
yeah, bro, I spent from December till April in an immigration prison in the Philippines, bro.
What happened?
They said I had a tampered passport.
I'm still
Yeah.
trying to wrap my mind around what's going on.
All right, so just imagine you going back to the league that you went in as a rookie. Like this is the ABL. They travel. You get to play in Indonesia.
Good
You get to
league.
play in
Great
Malaysia,
league. ABL is a great
or
league.
all over, right? And you signed a deal to go play with the Zamboanga Valetes team in the ABL. Your return, and you go straight to the airport. Look at your passport, and they take you straight from the airport. You go straight to prison, and you're and you're in prison, bro. And you're just like, and your mind is blown. Like, how the fuck did I get here? Why am I here? How am I here? And so
Which passport
that's
was
just
you
something I had to
using?
deal with. My Philippine passport.
Because you're half
Yeah, I've
Filipino.
had
You're half Filipino. Your grandpa, right, was Filipino.
grandma. Yeah, all that.
You got the pass. So why did they say it was tampered? Like, what was the reasoning?
I still really don't know. I still really don't know.
So they're just
I
like, yeah,
really don't know. This page looks different. This and then one or two pages looks different. Okay. All right.
how did you get out of that? Like, what happened to get you out? In 4 months? For that is, I think that's what most guys, I didn't even know that. Clearly, it's like, we hadn't talked in a
This
minute.
New Year's in there, Valentine's Day in there, Mom's birthday, like in there.
So this recently
Yeah,
happened.
bro. It's one of the most craziest things in my life. But God don't make mistakes,
Right.
and I was there for, bro. I was there for a reason, and I seen a lot of crazy things. I heard a lot of crazy things. I dealt with a lot of crazy things that would, if I was a lesser man, if my faith wasn't with the way it was.
Wow.
Shout out to Giorgio Umali and shout out to Victor Umali because without them, I wouldn't be here in this situation. They put their life on the line for me, bro. On top of me spending a lot of money to get home. But without those connections, I wouldn't be here today. So big shout out to Victor Umali and Giorgio Umali for sure.
Isn't it like this part of the game is what most young guys don't understand or they don't see, you know? You went over there with everything in order and did 4 months by doing everything right. But you're going out for your career in the game of just, okay, I'm finna go to this other country. I got this passport. I'm supposed to be up. It's supposed to be my 10th season. I'm going. Everything's good. And I'm in jail for 4 months in a different country. And I got to spend X amount of dollars, which I'm supposed to be making in these 4 months. I got to take an L on my time away from my kids, away from the game. And then I gotta go like now. I don't even know how your situation. Can you even go back to the Philippines after that? Look, And they big time over there. I remember we was talking about that in 2018, how you was trying to get back over there because your bread will go up exponentially. And as soon as you finally get back, because I seen it, I know we talked about it, and I seen you was going back, and I was like, bet, all right, we finally got the paperwork or whatever the situation. And as soon as you get there, you go to jail. Wow, bro.
Boom. So
What is your mindset? It's two things. What is your mindset when all this is going on? And then what is your mindset now? Like, does this situation that you're going through now, kind of went out. What's up, guys? I just dropped my new ebook, 6 Must-Have Steps to Be an Overseas Basketball Player. You know, I've been playing for the last 9 years. I got all the steps and the traits that you need to start your journey with networking, with getting a mentor, all the things that you need to start your journey to be a protege. So go get that ebook, click the link in the bio, and make sure you get your steps to being that overseas pro one day. Let's go.
mine too is crazy here too.
Yeah, so I was saying, back to what I was saying, I was like, what is your mindset through all of this? Like, me and you know, when we first linked, we just off the rip. Like, because we got that underdog spirit. Like, we go through so much and we pour in so much to the game. We pour in so much of just our passion, our preparation. And it always seems like, or it may seem like at times, like right when we're hitting our brakes, something else comes along. It tries to deter you. Like every time we're at that
Um,
very edge.
every time it seemed like, all right, God don't want us to be at 100 because it's not fair. Like like I swear, bro. He's
Let
almost
me
like
get high.
uh,
Let me be 100.
uh,
Let me be 100. Let me be 100% healed. Let me be 100. Let loose.
every time he'd be like, nope, I need you to be like 60, bro.
You know what I mean?
55, 60, 65. I can't let you because if you get to 100, it's gonna be too crazy. I don't know how you gonna act at 100. And so
That's it. That's it. I don't know if I can trust you now by giving you all this because you might wall out. I don't know. You might be walling out. You might be doing too much craziness.
I gotta humble you again. Nah,
Man, I feel
every
that.
time, bro. Every and so I don't question God. I just kind of say, all right, and I just kind of keep that inside, like y'all don't even know. You have no clue what this 100 look like. You have no clue. No, if you did, you'd be like, what? There's no. I can't. If I did, it'd just be too much. I feel like, and so I take it for what it's worth and try to give everything that I got. That's probably why I work as hard as I do,
Uh-huh.
because I know that I'm dealing with a deck of cards that's not the best deck. So I gotta make do, and I gotta overwork. I gotta work extra, extra, extra. That's why I put NC on my hashtag. That's extra money crew, because whatever y'all gonna do, I gotta do 4, 5, and 6 and 7 times more than that. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no days off. I don't got no days off where I can chill and just kick back. I gotta work that day. I gotta do something that day. So um, that's always been my motto, bro. I'm gonna outwork everybody. And I sort of like when we first met, we connected, right? We like you was my man, 100 grand, like from day one.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, just knee injury, bro. Like, I'm playing through it. Like, I'm like, damn, I could imagine if bro was just at 100. Oh, Cats would be in trouble. He already giving Cats 20 and 30. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh, playoff Arnold, we back.
Playoff Lou.
Yeah. And then I said,
Playoff Lou.
that playoff Lou, man. You don't want to see playoff Lou because he's dangerous and he'll give you 30 every game.
Mm-hmm. Playoff Lou, bro. Exactly. We was both going through that.
So I already know the struggle of going through injury, but not telling nobody about the injury and just playing through, and they just thinking, oh, you regular. Oh, this is just you. But really, in reality, it's not. And if you only knew. So, I mean, just dealing with that, knowing that in the back of my mind, I just kind of just give God all the glory at the end of the day. First, second, and third. Wake up, pray, and then go to work.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. There ain't no for hard work. A lot of these young guys and players, they don't understand what it means to sacrifice. Be away from your kids, um, sleeping in airports, um, chasing your dream, um, not having no doubt in your mind that this is gonna happen. It could be your mama, your daddy, your grandma, everybody telling you, "You sure? This is gonna happen, or that's gonna happen, or you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't do that," and you're just like smiling at them, like it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen because we just built differently.
Right,
We
right.
think differently, we built differently, and then when shit happened, they're like, "Oh, okay." And I hate to be the one to be like, "I told you so." All I say is,
I told
God
you
is
so. Pretty
God,
much.
God is my blood. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I told y'all, God gonna give it. Trust me, God gonna give it to me. Stay down. He gonna give it to me every time.
So now, like you said, you're 10 years now, so we're being officially a vet status. Does this injury impact your plans and decisions for basketball going forward? Like, how do you see? It's a crucial moment right now. It's a very crucial moment overall. How do you project
100%.
basketball from here on out? You know, as your plans, your
I'm not.
decisions.
I'm not. I'm not even gonna lie to you. After going through the things that I went through at the beginning of the year, being in prison for 4.5 months on some things that I had no control over. When I finally got out, came home, I was like, you know what? This was the first time I was like, I think I'm about to go.
Retire?
It's time. Yeah, I was like, it's time for me to put my children, they play ball. Time for me to put everything into my oldest child. He's 16 years old right now. We got 2 years to make sure he gets to where he needs to go to. I'm like, really? I didn't did everything you could think of. I didn't know. I didn't did it all. There's really nothing I haven't done on the basketball court. And so, although that is very true, basketball is like an imperfect sport to where you're always trying to chase something. You'll always be trying to
Mm,
chase to be a better ball handler, to be a better defender, to be a better free. You're always going to try to get better because there's no you can't perfect it. There's no way you
right.
can perfect it, so you kind of reach an attainable goal. So you can always try and try. So I'm just like, as far as the accolades are concerned, I did it all. And so this was my first time this year. Like, all right, I might have one season left in me, and I'm just gonna ride off into the sunset, bro. I ain't even gonna tell nobody. I'm just gonna, I just talked about it between like two or three people in my camp, and it was like, forget it. I'm just gonna give everything I have for my children, bro, and try to help other people um, reach their goals and their dreams, whatever that may be. If I could be a bridge into helping the next generation, you know, play overseas or go to the NBA or whatever they want to do, let me do that. That's my new calling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can I give back to the game that gave me? Gave much to me.
Right.
That's just kind of where I've been at, man.
So, dang, the thing, the service giving us good. Are you good on your end with service? Because it's kind of choppy on your end. You good? You can hear me? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, now I definitely understand that, but still, as your end, you've been gave 10 years, ups and downs, jail, injury after injury, 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 and they just walk away. That's got to do something internally to you. What is that internal battle? Because I faced those moments where I was like, man, I got to walk away from this, and I got reached that close edge, and then I could I bounced back. Thank God I'm back. I'm a lot healthier. I didn't fought back, and I'm feeling really good. But like I say, I haven't went through no major like that. Two broken ankles. I had my knee injury, but two broken ankles, be in jail for 4 months. I couldn't imagine. See, people don't understand. Going to jail in America is different from going to jail overseas. That's a whole different. Oh my God. Oh, that is a whole different
Crazy.
man. So, but
Crazy.
walking away. How do you do? How is it something bigger? Like you said, I know you said your kid. I know you said you're pouring into the next generation. But you, the hell with everybody else. You, what does that do to you? Because I know the passion, and I know you internally. I know what you give to the game. I seen it firsthand. We have that same kindred spirit of want more out of life because we work so hard. It's not easy to just walk away like that, regardless of what everything may seem right. Your kids, all that. Still, you. What that does to you, Avo. That's what I want to know.
Um, I honestly think it comes down like I'm gonna mourn it. You know what I mean? When that time comes, I
Mm.
will mourn it like something a piece of me has died. You know what I'm saying?
Ah.
100% because I felt like I was born a game, bro. You know what I mean? From my first moments of life and consciousness, bro, it's always been basketball.
Right.
You come back from her when you're 5 and 6 and 10 and 12 and 13, all the time they came. So what did you do this summer? And what do you want to be when you grow up? It's been the same thing every single time, bro. I want to play basketball professionally. That's what I want to do. And there ain't no plan B. I have no plan B. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. And so when that time comes, I'm definitely gonna feel like a piece of me is gone. But in the same breath, um, there comes a point where you just can't be selfish anymore. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And you put everything that you got into your children so that they can one day kind of feel what you felt playing ball for all them years. So I think that's my new motivation, putting everything into my children so that they can live out their goals and their dreams. And I think that will maybe play a part in kind of soothing how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always gonna miss the game. I'm always gonna be at the game. I'm always gonna try to be a part of the game in some way, shape, or form. But now it's just about the kiddos. Really, at the end of the day, how can I be there for them? How can I nurture them? How can I put them in the best position to succeed? And then that's where my ego is taken, put to the back burner, and I can walk away from this game with my head held high, saying I did everything that I could. I put everything into this game that I could. I played through the craziest injuries. I went through the craziest things, and it didn't break me.
What part of the game at this point do you appreciate more now than you might not have appreciated when you first got started? Like, it's more relevant and like in your face now that you really appreciate compared to when you first started.
But
Well,
that's a great question. Um, I think it's like Father Time. Because in my
mm.
mind, I still feel like I'm 18, 19, 20. Like in my mind, you know what I'm saying? My brain's still working like that. I still in slow motion. I still can function at that high level. And then there's some things I'm like, bro, physically, can't, I can't do some of the things physically that I really, really, really want to do in my mind. That I can. I could. There's moments where I could get to those spots. There's moments where I have those flashes. But I'm like, I appreciate it more when I was just flying around.
Uh-huh.
You know, dunking whenever I want to. Like they have no clue. They ain't really seen that birth into me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I kind of just look at it in that perspective. Like even though some of the game is slowed down, and I appreciate that part about it. There's still times where I just remember just flying around doing whatever I wanted to do, never get tired. And so I kind of look at it from that perspective.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Like when I went through, I had surgery on my knee, and there was a moment where I felt like I was not finna get back. I spent like a whole year out. I was having crazy inflammation. I had nerve damage. I had a doctor tell me you won't never play again. Straight up look me dead in my eyes, say you'll never play again. You know, and in that moment, in my mind, I wanted to still be the quick first step, dunk, all that. But in hindsight, I learned from that I was able to hone in on my jump shot. So now, as I got older and I realized, even though I want to be as bouncy and more explosive like I used to be, now I'm more, like you say, the game is slowed down a lot more. Now I know my spots better. Now my shot is more mechanical because I had to, if I wanted to keep playing the game, adjust and really hone in on something that could carry me into this game longer and be more and still be productive. I might not be able to go and get, you know, 3 putback dunks a game. But
Right.
but this one dribble pull up and this pick and pop 3 is knocked down because I had to. It's knocked down. I don't know, man. As the years go by, this just got more mechanical. You know what I mean? Just more mechanical with it. So you're a very spiritual
Finding new
guy.
ways to be great.
Go ahead. What you were saying?
Yeah, just finding new ways to be great, bro.
Yep. It's like you said, though. It's like you said. This game of basketball is like you're chasing. It's never ending. There's always something to improve upon. Every day I'm like, man, I can work on my handles more. I need to work on my free throws. I got to be more consistent on my jump shot. I got to read this. It's never ending of the levels you can reach. It's like you're just forever chasing it. I hate to use this example. It's like really it's like crack. Once you get that initial high, you always chasing it, trying to get there because there's always you're trying to get back to that and improve and get to a certain spot. It's like
chasing that first high.
yep,
100%.
you're always chasing that. And as I was saying, I know you're a very spiritual dude. You lean a lot on your faith. You lean a lot on your faith. What is like some maybe a Bible scripture, a quote, or something that you go to when you're in like these moments of adversity? What is something that you go to that okay, I listen to this, and I always revert back to this, and this gives me strength and puts things in perspective for me? Still with me?
Good question. To be honest, bro, I'm a creature of learning. I always want to learn something new. I always want to put something new into my database. I always want to see how I can grow and evolve every single day. And so I think that's part of my spiritual journey, bro, is to find something new to attach to. You know, I know that everything that I've gotten in this world, everything that's been given good to me has been given to me, you know, from God through Jesus. And so I think it's the daily prayer. You know, I'm in daily prayer all the time. From the time I wake up, before I go to sleep, in between, I'm just always talking to God, giving God glory, handling business a certain way that hopefully is pleasing to God. And so I'm not perfect. I'm always gonna make mistakes. Very flawed. But if I can do more good than I do bad, hopefully, you know, I'll be in a good position. But I think it's just my daily prayer, my daily time that I really God today that I think where I need to be. You know, if I do the right things, I prepare the way, then God will take care of the rest. Really.
Right. Right. So to transition a little bit, you're in Thailand. You're in Bangkok right now, right? Right. So you just had
Yep.
this. You did you have surgery already? Did they already give you surgery, or what's the process with?
Went to the doctor Sunday, got the X-rays, told me broken. Went back the next Monday, which was 2 days ago. Seen a foot specialist. He showed me exactly where the two places where he was broke at. Um, and then said, "You got insurance?" I was like, "Yeah." And so then he was kind of like, "Well, you might want to go home and get this taken care of," type of situation. Like, you're gonna be out from 3 to 4 months. Um, we want to put a hard cast on it if you want a hard cast on it. And I kind of just something in my brain just was like, I just popped up like, nah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Like, I'm good. As soon as he said, "Do you want insurance? You got insurance?" This, that, and the third. Something in my mind just said, it's go time.
Hmm.
It's go time. Get up. Go time. It's go time. Whatever he just told you, fuck what he told you.
Facts. Facts.
Ain't nobody, ain't nobody gonna determine how I get on the court, when I get on the court, and long. I'm gonna show y'all. Period. I'm gonna show y'all what I can do, how I can heal, and hopefully story what I that I'm about to this kind of rewrite, because I'm thinking in my brain, all right, we got playoffs in 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks of just diligent ice, water, ice treatment, ice. Wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, sit along ice, ice, like military, crazy, insane. I'm about to heal myself, right?
Oh.
I get in the group text message and I see y'all in the playoffs.
Mm.
And what's so crazy is I'm here to get my food today. I see the coach, I see some players, and he like, "Oh well, the playoffs is different. Now. Oh, we gotta win the next 2 3 games to even make the playoffs." I'm like, "Hold on, we was already in the third, but now we're in the sixth, and now they about the fourth." I'm like, "Hold on, making sense to me." I'm like, "Bro, I thought I had 2 weeks to prepare." They're like, "Nah, we gotta win this weekend. If we don't win this weekend, it's over." And for some reason in my brain, I said, "I see y'all this weekend." I just, all right, I'll see y'all this weekend. So I'm thinking I got 2 weeks. In reality, I got 5 days.
So you finna play in 5 days?
So I'm gonna play on Saturday.
What? You gonna play on Saturday?
Yeah.
Hey man.
So I took the crutches. I took the crutches I had, and I just threw them. Huh, like no more baby in it, no more nothing. It's on. So I'm thinking it's one way, but in reality it's another. Okay, cool. Those are the surprises that we get, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the unexpected surprises, and I'm thinking in my head like, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do now? I asked somebody a question, and I asked them a serious question, thinking like I'm gonna get the support and love that I need, right? So I'm like, "Hey man, what you think about so and so and such and playing this? Well, if you this is what's gonna happen." And I said, and that's exactly what, because while everybody is thinking something bad, my mind is always gonna think good. My mind is always gonna think positive. My mind is always gonna think that I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because what y'all don't realize is miracles happen every day.
Facts.
Miracles happen every day. And so let me show y'all what a walking miracle look like.
Wow. That is powerful. brother. And that speaks a lot to your faith and who you are as an individual, because miracles won't happen to those who don't even believe in them. First and foremost, if you don't even believe them, it ain't gonna never happen. Man, I really don't. I'm rooting for you 100% because I know what you got in you. I know the dogs. I know the fighting lion spirit that you got inside your heart. That you know what, ain't nothing gonna stop me. That's what made us boys from off rip. Ain't nothing gonna stop us from getting to where, whoa, what we want out of this life. I don't care what it is. Doctors say this injury.
Yeah.
So what? You say our God is bigger than all that, anyways.
You know,
So what? You know. So who's been some people who has been in your corner who do think like you, that you've leaned on? Because I know you said you talked to some people and they already gave you like the maybe you should. Who are the people, if any, that have pushed you to be like, you got it? Is there any people that you leaned on in this moment? Because you know it is a tough, regardless. It's still a difficult situation. We all need our brothers.
100% tough. 100%. I look at my ankle and it's black and blue and swollen. It look crazy. So usually there's one person that I know that I count on 110%, like 100 grand. Like I'm gonna go to him, I'm gonna say my spiel, and he gonna be like, "Let's go, I got you, let's get it." Like, and when I told him and I asked him a question like, "Do you believe that I can kill myself?" When he told me no, and when he told me no, I just let's now I'm really gonna do it. Now I'm really about to do it. Now I'm really about to do it. I'm really about to do it now. Now I'm really about to do it. Because the one person in this entire world, I'm talking about this whole world, the person that I just knew, I just like everybody else, I know they're gonna be like, bro, take it easy. You got the whole life ahead of you. Blah blah blah. And yada. I just knew this one person. I just knew he was like, bro, you got this. I believe in you. I swear. You already know you you didn't beat the streets. You didn't beat jail. You didn't break this. You didn't did it. And when he said, I don't think so. That's when my whole just felt the hair on my body raise up, bro. I felt my whole body get warm. Like, okay, all right, come on. Now it's just me and God. It's just me and God now. That's it. And so now I gotta prove everything wrong.
Man, the what did you put as your you put a statement up opposed the spirit of a warrior, a definition of a warrior, and what you are is the definition of a warrior, because people don't understand what warriors have to go through. They got to go fight this battle. Sometimes they ain't got those people who are supposed to be with you. They didn't jump ship. But a true warrior don't matter. I have to fight. I have to fight until I cannot go anymore. Even when the one person in the world who I thought would have my back walk away or they don't believe it, I still got to keep going, man. You have to keep going. Reflecting on all this, reflecting on so far, like give me two memorable moments throughout your career that you will always take with you, good or bad. Give me a couple memorable moments. Whether that's I know the jail situation is one. This winning a championship. Give me one of those moments that you will always remember throughout your journey.
I give you two moments, good and bad. The first bad moment would be ABL finals when I played for the KL Dragons in Malaysia. And this is when I come out of nowhere, my rookie year, and I'm second in Defensive Player of the Year, and I'm second in MVP voting. Just missed out on both awards. That wound up going to Chris Charles, ultimate big bro Chris Charles. He was playing for High Tech at the time, which was top. And I steal the ball from this guy. I go for a layup, and he hit me with the most vicious elbow that I ever been hit with and put me to sleep.
Dang.
And from then I was kind of like, I spent the next 3 days in the hospital. I wound up breaking out of the hospital. I wasn't supposed to leave. Breaking out of the hospital, hopping on a plane, going to the next destination with my team. I always think about that moment, like, what if, that could have changed the trajectory of, my career kind of. It could have went a different way. Even though I had a successful career, it could have went a different way if I didn't get hit with that elbow. Because I really wasn't right after that. Like, even 4 and 5 and 6 months down the line, I was still like slurring my speeches.
Dang.
Sometimes I'd be talking to somebody, I'd be like, what was I saying again? Like, I didn't even know the residual effects, like the full effects of it until, later on down. Like, so that would be one that I always like, damn, what if I would have won that first championship? It would have been way different. Everything would have been different. And then actually winning my first championship, having all those battles. You was there.
I'm sick about that, man. I'm sick about that. That was supposed to be with me. That was supposed to be mine, man.
Man. Up to Jason Brickman, Mike Singletary, and all those dudes. We seen them guys in the finals multiple times, and to finally get over that hump was kind of like, okay, I got my first chip, finals MVP, and all the accolades that came. Kind of like, finally did it. Like, you know what I mean? All the things that I've been through in my whole life was like an accumulation of that moment, winning my first championship.
A lot of guys go their whole careers, bro, and only come away with one or none. So, that championship, we play this game, and most guys, they get a lot of money sometimes, but they might be able to get their financial status for playing, but they don't ever get that chip. And that is a huge, when you play this game, I've been blessed. I can honestly say I've been blessed. I'm grateful because I got a few. I got a few. I ain't gonna sit here and brag about or talk about me. This ain't about me. It's about you. We're gonna pay homage to you. Although I'm sick that they took me off the team because I already seen, oh yeah, we finna win this. I seen it. All right, we finna win this. I seen the team, me, you, Lambo. I don't know, yeah, we finna win this. It's in the bag. But then again, like you said, don't really matter. We was 4-0. Hey, we gotta get rid of you. They get antsy. There's another person that we know, so we don't really. You know what I mean? That's the nature of the game. But we're gonna finish it out here, bro. I'm gonna finish with my final question because it's a great conversation, but this stream is really giving me, like, it's really choppy on your end. But I do appreciate you coming on, bro, and just talking. Like, I didn't even know about that jail situation. And it's just like, we got to give back with just our experience and journey that, like, as you said, pouring into the next generation and helping them achieve them. That's exactly what I'm trying to do with this platform. Is just give the guys who coming behind something to reference and look at before you dive into this career path, because it's a lot of ups and downs that goes with this. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to wrap my brain around the fact that you was in jail for the last for 4 months. I did not know that. Apparently, a lot of people probably didn't know that. We just check in with each other on IG here and there, and you don't see somebody for a while, you figure, oh, the algorithm messed up, and I ain't seen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, you in jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why?
Yep.
I was pursuing my career. That's definitely how your mom would be like, all right, boy, it's time to stop. You know what I mean? It's time to stop. Your mama
Right.
like, you gotta come home, your family, and say, hey, it's a wrap. But if you had a message or advice like you would want to tell to the kids coming up, the next generation, what are something that you would want them to know when taking this path and how they can navigate or what they should focus on if they're deciding to choose this career path that we're currently in?
I would tell them keep God first.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell them to work, 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 and work some more. Um, I would tell them to keep a tight knit circle,
Mm.
a family that all believe in you, no matter what. And then ultimately, at the end of the day, believe in yourself 110%. Like never have any doubt, any wavering faith in your ability, in your mind, and in your work to be exactly where you want to be. Manifestation is real.
Mm.
Speaking into existence is real. So when you talk about something, talk about it that you've already done it. Talk about it that's about to happen, and never have a moment in your mind or in your speech where you're doubting that.
Right. That's absolutely correct. I wrote a book, Six Must-Have Traits to Become an Overseas Basketball Player, and the very first trait that I said that anyone must have is you must have belief. That's what I start it off with. You must believe that this is going to happen for you. Like you gotta believe. That's the first step. First step. Because if you don't truly believe in yourself, there is going to be so many other complications and things that's going to come to try to knock you off this path of what you want and how you want to get to and play this game for a long time or for any time to even make it through a year. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe like you're meant for this. It has to be you're meant for something more when it comes to this game, because trying to look flashy and put on for the gram, that ain't gonna get you through this career path, boy. That ain't gonna get it. That is not gonna get you through. You guys can check that book out if y'all, you guys listening. Send the link in my bio on this page to check that book out.
Definitely.
For we've been in this game. You've been 10 years. I start my 10th year this year. You know what I mean? And if I didn't believe in myself, I would have been like, if I would have believed in that doctor who told me you won't play no more. He looked me in my eyes and said, you're done. You will never play professional basketball again. If I didn't believe in myself that I was coming back, I wouldn't have won 2 championships after that.
100%. 100%. 100. Because there's going to be so many different people telling you what they feel and putting their fears upon you.
Mm-hmm.
That if you let that affect you, you'll never make it.
Right.
Closest that are closest, it could be your mom, girlfriend, your favorite uncle. Like you're gonna be tested.
Right.
You're gonna be tested.
Right. Absolutely. That's a big thing that you say. They're going to project their fears on you, and the thing is, they don't even do it intentionally. It's because they really care about you. It's like they really care. They really want the best for you, but they're not on this path. They don't understand this path. I understand you want what's best for me. My mom said that to me the other day. And I'm like, I'm 7 chips in. She's still telling me, oh shoot, that's a good job over there. You might want to just think about it. I was like, no. You, as much as I poured into this, there is no. You don't see the vision like how I see it, because you ain't put the work in that I put in for this. You ain't went through what I went through for this. So I understand that you feel some type of way and you love out of love. But this right here, it's only for the chosen. Really, you got to be chosen because you got to be chosen inside. You know,
100%.
to even make and the impact I know that you have on the game. You know, you truly inspire me. Like I said, since we first met each other, bro, just that like you always say, underground goat. I know that drive that you got, bro, is just you don't find a lot of guys with that type of drive that just want more out of life, out of this game, and willing to put the work in to get it. And that's what separates you and I, and from a lot of people in a lot of situations. And that's what a lot of guys got to understand when they play this game. You got to go after it, and you got to believe in that work. Got to be there. Listen, bro, I appreciate you coming on. I pray, and I'm here with you. You're gonna get back. You're gonna get back. You're gonna be 100. You feel me? I believe in you. You say Friday, 5 days. Hey, let me know. Send me the link. I want to tune in. Send me the link, bro. Send me the link. But I really appreciate you coming on, man. I really
talk about.
Go ahead.
When they talk about like Jordan flu game, they're gonna have to put me up there with that Avery ankle game.
Send me the link. I am tuned in. I have to. I gotta give out that energy. I gotta let you know your boy watching. You know I'm rooting you on. You gotta know it's different. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you having this platform, my brother, man. You're doing great things. Continue to build on your success. I really see the life after basketball for you is going to be spectacular, just as it was on the court, bro. I got nothing but love and respect for you, bro, since day one. You're my man, and that's never going to change forever. If the walls could talk, the things that would say. You know what I'm saying? So.
We're gonna leave all that to another time. We're not even gonna get into that. Oh my God! If the walls could talk, boy. Hey, bro, man. More life, bro. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, big fella. Gonna rock this out until we get up and hard. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But hey, man, I'll holler at you later. Love. Stay blessed, brother.
Love, bro.
Yes, sir.
One.
All right, man. Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. That is one of my closest friends. One of my brothers through basketball. He's definitely always been there. You could tell by his spirit. I know the stream was a little choppy. I hope you guys could get the information that he was portraying. He was just giving out to y'all. That's a true underground GOAT. Listen, remember, if you want to play this game, if you want to be great in this game, greatness is a habit, not a right. You guys can leave me a like, comment. Make sure y'all like me, give me 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, man. We just spread this word out for everybody, man. That's all I got for this episode. I'm out of here. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.